talk to him. In the meantime, another famous guy in the world of business, Matthew Moore, CEO of InnerScope Hearing Technologies. Unparalleled experience, disruptive innovation. It's great to be able to pull the covers back on a publicly traded company, especially one that is in a space that we've literally never talked about before. By the way, their website is INND.com. INND.com, InnerScope Hearing Technologies. They also happen to be publicly traded under that same symbol, INND. Matt is the CEO for InnerScope Hearing, and of course, he's a third generation hearing expert, and he's here to talk about the fact that InnerScope manufactures and distributes patented hearing aids to 48 million hearing impaired people in the U.S. However, 48 million of us don't even know that we're hearing impaired, right, Matt? Isn't that the big problem? Is that people don't even understand the level of problem that we're dealing with?
Yep, absolutely. That is correct. That's one of the unheard disabilities, let's call it. So it's actually one of those things that we need to really start talking about and really start having like public service announcements to really start getting the message out there that people need to get their hearing checked and get the help that they need and deserve. You know,
there's only 8 million people in the U.S. that wear hearing aids, but you know we're talking about 40 million that have been denied the opportunity because I'm assuming accessibility, high cost, the same type of thing.
Absolutely. That's one of the those are the two biggest things. And that's actually what the Obama administration and even the Trump administration both agreed on, was that due to high cost and low accessibility, the people are not getting the help that they need and deserve. And that's what InnerScope is all about, is that we're offering affordable, premium, high quality, the latest technology and features to those 40+ million Americans that need the hearing help for as low as $499.
Can I ask you this, Matt? Why do you suppose that this is one of these industries that consumers just don't know about until they turn 70 years old or until something goes wrong? And why is there? I mean, people talk about heart health and about how to manage your health to avoid that. Why aren't more people talking about managing their hearing health? Because it seems to me by the time you guys get clients, it's because their hearing's going south. I mean, you make a pretty good point. Untreated hearing loss is becoming an epidemic.
Exactly. And that's one of the things, is that hearing loss, a person usually goes 7 to 10 years after they recognize they might have a hearing loss before they get help. So that's one of the biggest things, because people adjust their surroundings to hear better. So they'll turn the TV up louder. So really the hearing loss doesn't really affect the people that actually have it. It actually affects the people around them. People with that high television volume, from people isolating themselves. That's the reason why untreated hearing loss is connected to depression, even higher suicide rates. That's the reason why hearing loss needs to be really a checked thing that they really need to learn about and get their hearing checked every 6 months to a year.
Hey, Matt, I want to ask you about tinnitus, because that's another issue with respect to our hearing, and that's basically ringing in the ears. It affects 350 million people worldwide. You guys have a technology for that, don't you?
Exactly. We're actually in a FDA 510K market clearance study right now, which should be done by the midsummer this year, so just about 6 months away. And we're going to be the only FDA cleared treatment for tinnitus. Right now, there's only management devices, so we're going to be the only FDA cleared treatment for tinnitus in the world.
So there is no FDA treatment for tinnitus at this point in the market today?
Correct. There's only management devices, no treatment.
Talk about, I want to go back and talk about a press release you guys put out just last week, and the headline reads, InnerScope Hearing Technologies launching direct-to-consumer self-fitting hearing aids. So that's disruptive, I'm assuming. Talk about your press release and what you guys put out there.
Yeah, absolutely. We're basically launching a product called the Nexus that is going to be a self-fitting hearing device. So a person will will have an app, a smartphone app, an iOS, Android app called the Hear IQ app, which basically they will go on the app, do a hearing test through the app, and the app will actually program the device for you using some form of artificial intelligence to really make sure the hearing device is programmed correctly to you. you. So that way you would actually have the same benefits and benefits and satisfaction as compared to going to an audiologist, but you'd only pay $499 for this device versus over $2,000 if you went to a local audiologist.
So my question for you would be, do you think the problem is affordability, or is it just that lack of awareness in the space? Because 50 million people is a lot, and there's only 8 million being treated. That's a big disparity. That's a big disparity. What do you think it is? Do you think it's affordability? Do you think it's the fact that people just aren't aware? Or is it a little bit of both?
It's actually a little bit of both, to be honest. And what it is that the awareness comes from it is that people think hearing loss is, oh, I'm too old or I'm too young to have a hearing loss. So people think of a hearing loss as being dumb, stupid, too old. And really, hearing loss needs to be, it's just one of those things out there.
Sure.
That just like wearing eyeglasses.
Right. It's part of a regular physical. Matt, thank you so much. Can't wait to get you back in studio here in the next couple of weeks. Matthew Moore is the CEO of InnerScope Hearing Technologies. Whether you're looking at the Alpha 3, the Alpha 5, the Life Ear, the Alpha 9, and of course, coming soon is their tinnitus treatment. And again, according to Matthew, there's no FDA treatment for tinnitus on the market today, so we'll keep on taking a look at that. INND.com is their website. Okay.